Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, we need to kind of get to the bottom of this because, as you have been able to see on certain topics that I've covered, things are always changing. And when I mean things, I mean mostly narratives that we're being told what to think and how to feel. Because have you seen how 2, 3, 4 weeks ago nobody is talking about? Like, who's talking about that? You pray for this and these matter. These people matter and all this. Right now, it's mass hysteria over something constantly different. I have a huge feeling that it's just so that way to decrease our attention span. Because if we have a long attention span and we have long memories, we would be able to have the capacity and to not just the capacity but the ability to observe and try to gather things into. But that's why people, the high and mighties and so many other people, and even the leatherheads, they need our attention span to be going. They need us to be having the memory of a goldfish and the attention span of a goldfish as well. So I mean, why is this? Because this is normally not very good when it comes to this kind of stuff, and it's scary. I don't think people even realize that they don't care about something that they cared about and were crying for, or even about 2-3 months ago. I mean, or even 2-3 weeks ago, let alone maybe 2-3 days ago. So what's going on here? The Two of Wands in reverse. The One of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Eleven. I'll throw one more in there. Two of Swords. Alright. Oh man, this isn't good. I mean, what I'm getting out of this already, you can already tell that they have this huge ultimate plan. And when I mean they, I mean the Leatherheads and the High and Mighties. They ultimately are seeking our destruction, but they are trying to do so. And I've said this before, and this shouldn't be anything new, but they want you to die, and they're giving you. They feel like they're giving you all this power and all this energy to pursue pursue something that you might think is good. However, if you look, and it looks and sounds good on the surface, but if you see the patterns of what they're going for, especially since they want you to have a short memory and short attention span, they are looking to do something extremely harmful. Especially here, they are implying murder. they want you. Actually, this isn't 11. This is 9 in reverse. So in other words, they're trying to destroy and kill off so many people, and sometimes have people voluntarily kill themselves. And killing themselves doesn't always have to mean literally killing themselves physically, and then they pass away. It can also be just destroying their minds and confusing their consciousness and conscience to do something that they want to do, and that factors into their audience's own demise. And they don't understand that. A lot of the people who are victims of this don't even realize that they're voluntarily killing themselves. It's something very, very disgusting and awful. But that's why the narrative is always changing. Be for this, be for that, be for this, be for that, and you're this is wrong, and that's wrong, this, that, or the other. And you can apply that to whatever narrative you're talking about. But the narrative is always changing, especially from, the Reds. I don't want to say that. You say the actual word, but you know what the Reds are. And they are just this. I mean, how they say no good deed goes unpunished? They want these good deeds to be the punishment, or like under the guise of good deeds. As I said, I might have said this before, those who do evil hide themselves behind good deeds. They're trying to say that you're doing this for a good cause, but ultimately they have a bigger agenda. And a lot of these people are trying to do like this population control, and a lot of this, even food control, resource control, all of this stuff and they're saying that this is good for you. Some of them are making you take some things that you don't even want to take, or even don't even want to do. And it's something that's very, very scary for a lot of people, but it does factor in it. People are basically voluntarily committing suicide, and many people don't know this. Of course they don't. They think that they're doing something good. They think that they're freaking helping the world out, when if anything, they're actually just advocating and actually defending something that actually destroys, all because something sounds good. Okay, but this is what the thing is. Just because something sounds good doesn't mean that it is good. Okay? And that's what a lot of people don't realize. And it's no, these people don't care about you. That's why the narrative is always changing. Thunderbolt. What else can we get out of this? Existence. Compromise. Transformation. Exhaustion. And sorrow. This is incredible. Thunderbolt and existence. They're trying to basically destroy many. They're basically trying to destroy your existence. As I said, and as of this first row of cards, there's an existence out there, and they know that you exist, and they know that, for the most part, we live for existence. So what they are trying to do is shift, always constantly shift things in order for us to compromise. Hence, in order for us to compromise, for what they ultimately want to do. So basically, unconsciously volunteer into this. And transformation, they want to transform this, us, and not in a good way, which is exhausting us, and it leads us to sorrow. They try to trigger our sorrow, and it exhausts us a lot. And sometimes we feel sorrow because of all of this, because they know how to manipulate our emotions so drastically. It's and that's why they need and that's why they constantly need us confused and constantly need to change the narrative all the time, is because they need us to feel bad. They need us to feel not worthy, or on some levels. Sometimes they need us to fight for what they want and not fight for what we want. And when I say we, I don't mean everybody as a collective. I mean like you yourself, your aura. What do you want ultimately? And not like what do you desire? Like what is I'm talking about your soul. They know how to manipulate and trigger so many aspects of the soul and the conscience. And do you know what? That is huge in terms of in terms of our destruction. They know, that they want, I don't know if you know or they know, but they know, and there are others who know, that they are trying to control the population. So how do and they know that they cannot like outright murder everybody. So what do they need to do? They need people to advocate for their own extermination. They need people to feel upset and sad and question their existence and even attempt a suicide. So many people don't even realize that, but others do, and the ones who do realize that are often mocked at. Oh, karmic clearing. I'm not going to pronounce that word. Shift, initiation by air, grounding, spiritual service. We need to clear our karma. Paradigm shift, that's what it is. There is a huge shift going on. An initiation by air. The thing is that even though we have all these problems, I do believe that there is some karmic clearing as well, because we don't know what our karma is, and maybe right now a lot of these people are the confusion and these compromises are their karma. And so many people are, including me, are trying to say, don't do this, and it's you're factoring in your own demise. Do you know what? Some people need to go through this. I understand that empaths want to help the world and want to help people prevent themselves from self-destruction. Let's actually do one more. I only have 5. Key of light. The thing is that so many of us who are trying to show people these things that they're not listening to these people who are very light. They're listening to the ones who create the hysteria, and because they want to feel like they're part of something. But the thing is that we all naturally want to be part of something, and we all want to be grounded, and we do want to have spiritual services or any sort of service, and we all want to be some sort of key to light. But the thing is that there are false lights, though. And also, this is another thing. How bright is that light? Is there barely any of a light? Or is it beautiful and clear? Some people will look at a dim light and think that that's the everything, and that those are the answers, and so they will compromise on that small light. But little do they know that sometimes if they go too close to the light, and it's not a true light, guess what it is? It's gonna haunt them. It burns. They're gonna catch on fire and destroy themselves. I know that doesn't make any sense for a lot of you. But how can we help this? How can we try to what does the world say that we should also help out with, so that way the narrative should be more straight, so that way we don't factor in our own demise. Be still. Shadow self. Celestial teacher. Celebration. Golden crown. Hope. The thing is that when things go haywire, this is what a lot of people don't really do it. But when things go haywire, you need to have composure to try to understand everything that's going on from both sides of the spectrum, if you know what I mean. And the best way is to be still. I'm glad I pulled be still, because you need to be still. You need to say, okay, these are the things that are going on. I need a little bit of a break. I need to, instead of being first or second person, I need to be third person and observe. I need to look through even my shadow self to see what I'm doing wrong, if I'm seeing things the wrong way. Not just the wrong way, but am I... Your shadow self also sometimes helps you question things. And the celestial teacher can sometimes be your shadow self can be sometimes be your celestial teacher. And there are so many less celestial teachers teaching us and showing us what's going on, but a lot of these people don't believe in spirituality or don't believe in religion, and ergo and they need that, because they think that what is it's just what is. You know what kind of people I'm talking about. And okay, if it's just what is, then they can also shift a lot, and then with that shift, then your attention and your focus and your narrative shifts too. They go follow with whatever they are told, Because follow the, they don't believe in something that's, everybody needs something to believe in, whether if it's in the physical plane or the metaphysical plane. And these people focus so much on the physical plane, again, that they don't even see what it is. And we need to, the thing is that we need to celebrate life. We need to celebrate our own existence. We need to celebrate all of, because they don't want us to know they don't want us to know, and when I say they, again, it's the high and mighties and the leatherheads. They don't want us to know that they don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to celebrate anything. That's why the narrative is always changing constantly. They don't want us to celebrate. They want us to constantly fight and think that this, and there is no celebration. Okay, so we fight for something. Okay, what are we celebrating in general? What's the conclusion? That the answer is they don't want a conclusion. They don't want the conclusion to be good self-preservation. They don't want you to wear the golden crown. They don't want you to have hope. But that's what we need to have. We need to wear the golden crown. We need to be the best that we can be, and we need to look for some form of hope to keep us together. Whether if it's hope for ourselves, hope for an answer, hope for something. But a lot of these people, a lot of these lost souls don't even believe in hope. And if you don't believe in hope, and you just, again, value what is, or sometimes they actually do comply and with the hopes of things going back to normal. I'm sorry, but do you know what? If you still think that, if you're saying, oh, let me just do this and let me just compromise and everything will go back to normal. No, it will not. You compromise the first time, these people they're not even people. They're leatherheads. They don't want you to exist. But they're doing it under the guise of to protect your existence. They don't even want the future to exist, if you know what I mean. So, just, you need to look out for that. Be still and don't say, oh, question everything. I question everything, but just, it's good to just stand back and gather your thoughts, because they don't want you to know what to think. There's no thinking, there's just overhype emotion, and when there's overhype emotion, there's insecurity, and when there's insecurity, there's reliance. And that's what they want. And with reliance comes compliance. Don't let that happen. Please. You are better than that. So, and know that you're better than that. Thank you so very much. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.